best striker on the planet, and the phone call that took him away. August 4th, 2004. A telephone rings at Inter Milan's training ground. The man who answers it is 22 years old and the most feared striker in the world. His captain, Javier Zanetti, watched him slam the phone down and start screaming. Screaming, Zanetti said, in a way that one cannot imagine. His father was dead, and the Emperor of Milan was never the same again. But to understand what was lost, you have to understand what he was. They called him Adriano, l'Imperatore, the Emperor. At Inter Milan, defenders did not mark Adriano. They survived him. In the 2004-05 season alone, 28 goals in all competitions, a left foot that could tear the net off its hooks. And in the football game an entire generation grew up playing, his shot power was rated 99 out of 99, the maximum the game allowed. People banned their friends from picking him. He was that unfair. And it was not just Italy. At the 2004 Copa America, he was the top scorer and the best player of the tournament. In the final against Argentina, he equalized in the 93rd minute. A year later, the Confederations Cup, player of the tournament again, 2 goals in the final, and Argentina dismantled 4-1. In 2005, no one on earth scored more. At 23, Adriano was not chasing greatness. He had caught it. 9 days after he lifted the Copa America, the phone rang. Almir Ribeiro, the father who believed in him before anyone else, had died of a heart attack. He was 44 years old. Adriano was in Italy, an ocean away from his family. He later admitted it himself. He started drinking. Every day. He turned up to training still drunk. He simply did not want to be there. His teammates watched it happen, in front of them. Javier Zanetti put it simply, after that phone call, nothing was the same as before. We were not able to pull him out of the tunnel of depression. Inter tried everything. Mourinho tried. The president let Adriano cry on his shoulder. Zanetti captained Inter to a Champions League title. He has said the biggest defeat of his career was Adriano. On April 24, 2009, Inter tore up the contract of the best striker they ever had. There was one final flash of the Emperor. He went home to Flamengo. And for a single golden year, Rio fell in love again. He led them to their first Brazilian league title since 1992 and was named the best player in the country. For a moment, the story looked like it might turn. It did not. Roma, Corinthians, a brief return in Brazil, a club in Miami. Shorter and shorter stays until the contracts simply stopped coming. The world decided he was football's greatest waste. But Adriano has always told a different story. He goes back to Vila Cruzeiro, the community in Rio that raised him. Vila Cruzeiro is not the best place in the world, he wrote. Vila Cruzeiro is my place. It was not because of drinking or women, much less drugs. It was for freedom. And then the line that explains everything. I drink because it is not easy to be a promise that remains in debt. On December 16, 2024, Adriano finally got a farewell match at the Maracanã. Midway through, the stadium screens lit up. The organizers had used artificial intelligence to recreate his father's voice. Remember what I told you. Do not give up. You can do it. And look what worked out. You deserve all this, son. I am very proud of you. 20 years after that phone call, Adriano stood in the middle of the Maracanã and broke down. His old teammates held him while he cried. We remember the goals, the left foot, the 99. But this was never really a story about football. It is a story about a son who lost his father and never found his way back. Adriano is 44 years old now, the same age his father was the day the phone rang. The Emperor was here, and for a few short years, Nobody on earth was better.